Y'all know nothing about this. You need to pay attention. Sit back and relax. It's time for Goodall's Country Kitchen.
All right, good morning, y'all. I'm kind of changing things up today. I'm on my way to Lexington, Kentucky. Going to be doing a series of 3 reviews today. I've got a special guest I'm going to be meeting. He's an Eastern High School legend and former University of Kentucky football star. But before I get up there today, I just want to give some shout outs. First, I need for everybody to subscribe to Ryan's new YouTube channel. For y'all that don't know Ryan, he's Jack Harlow's twin brother. So go ahead and subscribe to his channel. Keep it cool with Sheets. Also, I want to give a shout out to a very big fan of the show. Her name is Alicia Kamer. She just bought a shirt last week. Shout out to her and her dog Chico. And last but not least, you might remember last week I did a video at an Amish market called Farmstead Market. In the intro, I talked about one of my followers of the channel that gave me a $50 gift after purchasing a shirt, Bill North. Well, he turned around and did it again. So Bill, you're too kind, and I really appreciate the support of my mission. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and make this track onto Lexington today. So stay tuned, sit back. You're in for a treat because a couple of these places I'm reviewing have been there for a long time. So sit back and relax. You need to pay attention because it's time for Goodall's Country Kitchen. All right, I'm out here in Lexington, Kentucky on the first stop of a triple header today. We're at SPALDING'S Bakery. It's been here for 95 years, and they've been in business that long for a reason. I brought a buddy of mine, longtime friend, Mark Sellers. We've been friends for over 50 years now. But before we get going, I do have to acknowledge this last year, after I got hit by the bus, there were a few months there I was going through some dark times. But since then, a lot of things have been answered. God has blessed me. And it takes me back to something that our football coach said, Dave Peak, when we were in high school. He said, son, you're either with me or you're against me. And that's one of the blessings I've come to realize here in the past few months is God has allowed me to see who is with me. And Mark is definitely one of those friends that has been with me thick and thin. He was one of the first people came to the hospital. He stayed with me all those months, checking on me. I just want to thank you for that.
Brother, you get hit by a bus.
Right.
You get hit by a
A little
bus.
more about Mark. We have played football together since we were 7 years old, played together at Eastern High School. Mark went on, played for UK, strong safety. You know, look at this big guy. You don't want to get hit by him. Be like getting hit by a bus. On top of Mark being athlete at UK, he was also administrator here in Fayette County Schools, just recently retired, headmaster of alternative schools. So how many years you put in with the school system, Mark?
27 years total.
27. So
27.
not only top athlete, a well-known administrator of Fayette County Schools. All that aside, Mark's joining me today for at least this review. I don't know the other ones. He knows about Spalding Bakery. I've never been here before.
Yes, sir.
Mark, tell
Yes,
me
sir.
about it.
And Spalding's been here, like Barry said, for a very long time. In my tenure of being in Fayette County Public Schools, whenever I had one of those days I needed to pick up the staff, and I'd be at these doors at 7 o'clock in the morning. There was always a line already out the door. So this place is very popular, and it always brings a little smile to people's faces when they show up to work out at Spalding's waiting on them.
There you go. Ain't nothing pick you up better than some good donuts. All right. I know it's late in the game. We're going to go in here, look around, and check it out and see what they got left. All right. Before I place my order, I want to kind of take a little walk through. I'm sure that they don't have many items left because they opened at 6 this morning and I'm here after 10, but I see they've got enough for me. Wheels turnovers. This is what I'm coming for, the cream horns. Of course, I'm gonna get other stuff too. You got the Long Johns, different kinds of cupcakes, powdered donuts. But yeah, this place, like I said, old-timey. I guarantee you this is the original counter and cash register. That cash register at least 95 years old. Is that the original cash register? It is. Authentic. All right. I was only going to get a couple, but the more I got to talking to the nice folks here and they started explaining things, it just didn't work out that way. So I'm going to go out here in this parking lot and have a couple before I start on the next stop. All right. Just go ahead and show you what I got before we get started. Look at that. I got the chocolate glazed right here. This is their signature donut, the regular glazed, which was it's called the original. I guess this is their first donut they made in 1929, I think it said. And then we got, Sales, come up here and show your
you got the
chocolate, what you call it?
This is the cream filled.
It's just cream filled?
Just cream filled.
Okay.
Now then they got a chocolate cream filled. I think you get a chocolate cream filled.
I thought that's what we was getting, was chocolate cream filled. And I got a cream horn. I have one of these at SPALDING'S Bakery in Bardstown. It was the only time I ever had one. I bit into that thing, and it was like a religious experience. Well, now a word from my sponsor.
Shop secondhand first with Peddler's Mall.
New products are added daily by our vendors. Vintage, antiques, uniques, furniture, clothing, collectibles, crafts, gifts, oddities, home decor, and more.
Hundreds of vendors in every location. You never know what you will find.
Interested in becoming a vendor? Contact us today.
18 locations across Kentucky, Indiana, Ohio, and West Virginia.
Open 7 days a week.
So let me go and just start off with the original. And I'm going to try and use all the willpower I got, not to just eat this whole box, but I got 2 more stops. So
that's going to be rough. Bro.
I'm telling you. All right, here we go.
Man, that is good.
Look how airy and soft that is.
Soft and fluffy.
Now,
that cream filled.
They also got yeast donuts, which I don't think this is the yeast. And then they have cake donuts. You don't know if this is, you don't know which is which.
I don't know exactly.
Anyway, I just know this is light and airy. And that's what I like in a donut. Some people like the heavy ones. But, I like to get donuts that are light and airy. That way I can eat at least a half dozen and feel like I got into something,
Dude, this sucker's incredible. Like you were saying, they're so light. And the cream in this is like a real light cream. It's not a real heavy cream. It's incredible.
Of course, y'all know, got to wash it down with some of this milk. Whole milk. You know me, the unhealthier, the better.
That's tasty. Well, I can't eat but one of these. Good Lord.
Really? All right.
And that, wow.
All right. Since you ate the cream filled, was able to show that, woo. I'm going to start on this cream horn. Now this is light. And it's kind of got like a crust around it, a filled crust, like a pie crust. Look how flaky and airy that is. Sorry, Haydorns. They got you beat on this. I think Haydorns was voted like second best bakery in this like Kentucky magazine just came out, but I don't know who won it, but I wouldn't be surprised if it wasn't Spalding's.
You know, 1929. How long Haydorn's been in business?
Haydorn's been around since I think the 40s or the 50s.
Right. This is good. Like I said earlier, every time I would go and I just needed a pick-me-up for staff, this was the go-to. Every time, man. I mean, I'd come in here at 6 o'clock in the morning, 7 o'clock in the morning, and there'd be 50 people already, and they have a line out the door.
See, that's the mark right there of a top administrator. He knows when you've had a tough week, you've been in the trenches, need to pick up your staff and get them back together. Come on in, bring them some Spalding's donuts.
Man, everybody liked it. Everybody liked it.
Man, this is so good.
Meant more to them, too, because they knew you had to go stand in line and everything. You couldn't just show up.
That cream, look at that.
Tasty.
I was only going to eat a bite or two of it.
Eat that whole thing, man.
I'm just fat.
You gotta eat that
I have
whole
no
thing.
willpower whatsoever.
Those things are good, man.
Wow.
They do a chocolate covered one.
All right.
They do a chocolate covered one that is
A chocolate covered cream fill.
well, they do that too, but they do that chocolate covered like
All right.
that one is like that.
Here's
right
the
there.
chocolate glaze. I am not going to eat this whole thing. I swear.
But I'll eat half of it with you.
I need
I'll eat half of
willpower.
it with- I'll be your half willpower. How's that? You got it. I'll take that. It's funny, you'd watch people come in, man. You'd watch people come in the office and they'd be out in the conference room and they look down. They'd always pick this one first, man.
Guy
You
want
gonna
that
die,
chocolate.
died in or not, man. They go, oh, I guess I'm gonna have to work it off today. We did though.
Man, it's going to be a good ride home.
Dude, man, I ain't had these in so long. It was so good.
Now, I'm going to take an intermission. Got those two other stops, Joe Bologna's and South of Wrigley. But those are going to be separate videos. But then after those two stops, on my way home, I'm going to pick back up and finish this review.
Nothing like a donut on 64, I'll tell you.
We're back to where it all started today. Did our 3 different spots around Lexington. Coming back to where it all began this morning. Just want to let y'all know, I appreciate my buddy Mark being with me today. We don't get together enough. He lives in Lexington. You know, my wife's got me on a short rope. I don't get out too much. Hey, now, all jokes aside, no, it was great seeing you. Oh, I just noticed something.
Great time. That's Jeff right there.
We're right across the street from where they make Jif peanut butter.
Yep, that's it.
The J.M. Schmucker Company. Wow, I'll have to come back and tour that sometime. All right, man. Well,
Hey, brother, it's great seeing you. I love
great
you.
seeing you. Love you
Love
too.
you, man. Keep it up. You're going to make me gain a lot of weight and hanging out, doing your Lexington tour.
There you go.
Anytime you come, let me know. I'll be more than happy to go.
All right, I appreciate that.
That's awesome.
So I'm gonna finish killing these Spalding donuts on the ride home. I gotta stop off, get me some cold milk, and then I'm gonna wrap up this video.
That'd be good. Man.
All right, man.
Let me get one more of those, man, since you're going, unless you don't eat all of it.
No, go ahead, man.
Let me get some of those.
Do your thing.
Just look, I gotta get some of these. Look, this chocolate. Look at that.
Gotta get that chocolate glaze.
My goodness. My goodness.
All right,
I'll be ready.
I will see you all in a minute. I gotta stop off, get a cold milk, and then we'll wrap it up for Lexington today. All right. Yeah, it tastes good after a big meal, doesn't it?
You be safe going home, man.
Oh, yeah.
Don't go in the donut cone when it's driving home
Right,
tonight,
pass
man.
out.
Pass out on that.
All right. I am back on the road. I-64 West. Headed back to Louisville. What a day. Now I get to try my cream-filled donut. Almost ran off the road. That was so good. Of course, I had to stop Speedway, get my whole milk. See all these cars passing me. I'm over here driving like grandma so I can enjoy my donuts. So good. I like the way it's kind of got that crunchy icing on the outside, like a Krispy Kreme. All right. I already showed you the cream horn. Now I'm going back, finishing this off with the original glaze. I just want to thank all y'all, the ones that recommended me go to Spalding's. I had quite a few local Lexington people that suggested I go there. I want to thank you. And everybody just sweet as they could be. The ladies that work there at Spalding's, the owner, everybody was great. It was a nice start to my day in Lexington, and now it's turned into an even better end of my day in Lexington. All right. I had to stop and get my seatbelt on. I didn't realize till I was in the middle of the last clip that I didn't have my seatbelt on. I don't want to set a bad example for any of the teenagers out there that don't wear their seatbelts. Need to wear your seatbelt. Buckle up. All right, I want to end it now with another one of these cream horns. I was going to end it with that glazed, but I've got more stuff in this box. I just can't see letting it go to waste. So we're going to end this with a nice cream horn. Look at that cream in the middle of that flaky pie crust type. Wash it down with some of this whole milk. All right, and now y'all don't know nothing about this Spalding's Bakery.
Now you know the facts of why I'm on a mission. You're always welcome back to Goodall's Country Kitchen.